Shining on the top now. No, nothing can move you.
Black voter enthusiasm for the midterms surged after Ketanji Brown Jackson's nomination. Now, my question is, where is this black enthusiasm coming from? If we wasn't enthusiastic before Ketanji, what make you think placing your pick of a black woman in power is going to cause us to be excited about the Biden administration next term, or the midterms, or the possibility of Kamala Harris being the next POTUS? Where are you getting this? But you can never trust Morning Consult, which is a polling firm backed by big money interests. It's not going to poll regular people. It's going to pick and choose who they poll. But let's go ahead and read the article. 49% of black voters, that means less than half, expressed strong enthusiasm about voting this fall, up 12 points since Jackson's nomination. So they're saying that that 37% of voters were not enthusiastic about voting in the midterms, but by them placing Ketanji Brown Jackson in that place, it went up to 49%, which is still less than half. Now, we're normally the voters that vote 80, 90% in general elections, especially when it comes to the presidential election. We kind of slack in the midterms, but we are learning to be more aggressive, be more strategic, and to be more decisive when it comes to voting. And I'm telling you right now, we're in season. We're in the season where you can come up with holidays, paid holidays. You can put black people in power that we did not choose or ask you to put in power. You can come up with all that, and that is going to be the running theme of this broadcast. You can put all your bootlicks in power, all your hand-picked Negroes, because we didn't pick them, in power. It doesn't mean that we're going to support you. It doesn't mean that we're going to back you up. Here's the deal, and I'm going to say it again. Black people are awakening to the fact that we've been hoodwinked, we've been bamboozled, we've been run amok, we've been lied to, cheated on, pressed down, beat down by these parties and by these party leaders. The promises never happens. And we've seen everybody else get what they want, and we don't get what we want. As soon as we start hollering about what we demand, you want to huff and puff and have a hissy fit. And you'll say, look what all these things that we've done for black people, James Carville. Look at what we've done. What have you done? Ketanji Brown Jackson is a black woman married to a white man who has no attachment to her black community. She is more attached to the white community than she is to the black community. She is pro-corporations. She is not pro-people. And the only difference is a Democrat picked her. Hey, but Obama tried to appease Republicans. Obama picked Merrick Garland, a Republican. So what you basically did was pick the next Clarence Thomas in a dress. Let's go in this article. President Joe Biden promised black voters. I don't care if President Joe Biden promised us. We didn't ask for it. How are you going to promise us something we did not ask for it? Dad, I need $1,000 for these sneakers. Son, I promise you, you get your straight A's, you're going to get your $1,000. We didn't demand a black Supreme Court justice. We already had a black Supreme Court justice. We didn't even demand a black female. You pushed that narrative to make us believe that we will just take anything that you have and that we will be satisfied and we will be happy. I got you a black holiday paid Yeah, but it's paid for everybody. Even the racist, bigot Ku Klux Klan members going to get that day off and get paid for it. It's not doing nothing for black people. That's doing something for all people. Well, don't you feel proud? No. Well, I got you a black Supreme Court justice. Why? She ain't fighting for black people. She's fighting for the corporations. She's not even fighting for the working class. Do that make you proud? Hell no. Well, we gave you Hip Hop Day. Man, if you don't get out our face with that Hip Hop Day crap, we don't care about that. President Joe Biden promised black voters he will put a black woman on the Supreme Court, and Morning Consult political surveys show black voters appear to be rewarding him for it. Survey. Morning Consult Political, a Democratic-leaning, corporate-leaning publication and survey company, shows black voters appear to be rewarding him. Well, who are you polling? Republican voters or Democratic voters or just black people? Because if you ask black people, we don't give a crap about this. We don't care about symbolism. Now, the ones that's been hoodwinked, bamboozled, ran amok, the one that's been brainwashed that's in a Democratic cult, as well as those in the Republican cults, they can see this as something. Because it wasn't an issue whether she was going to get nominated or not and go through. I knew she was going to go through. But they ain't got nothing to do with us. That don't make us a better community because you handpicked a black woman to be the Supreme Court justice. Yes, it makes women feel proud all over the world that we finally got a Supreme Court justice, but how long would that last? We felt proud to have Obama, a half black, half white man, not ADOS at all, but a Kenyan man and a Kansas white man and a Kansas half white man and a black Kenyan African man made black people feel proud for a season. Then it start wearing off. Now some black people still, oh glory, oh Obama, don't you ever talk about Obama? Yeah, I talk about him all day, every day. And I'm going to talk about him on the next segment. So hold on to your hats. Black voters are becoming, they didn't say black voters are enthusiastic about the midterm. They say black voters are becoming more enthusiastic. How, fool? How many people running for office this year has a black agenda? Who's in support of reparation? I'm not talking about the HR 40 crap. Our version of reparation, the one we handed to you, the platform the community gave you. All this stuff is bull crap. All this mess right here is bull crap. Let me prove it to you. Let me see. Let me see if they actually got the survey up here. Let's look at this survey. Morning Consult and Politico. National Tracking Poll, February 19 to 21. So this is just a 3-day tracking poll. The poll was conducted between February 19th and February 21st among the samples of 2005 registered voters. So these fools are looking at 2005 registered voter, not 2009, not 2019 or 2022. This poll was conducted between February 19th, February 21, 2022 among a sample of 2005 registered voters. In other words, these are what they call these old Negro voters. The ones that was heavy into the Obama administration. They weren't even heavy into the Obama administration campaign because Obama wasn't running in 2005. They polled Clinton voters. They polled Bill Clinton voters and possible Hillary Clinton voters for the 2008 campaign. The interview was conducted online, and the data were weighted to approximate a target. In other words, they targeted whoever they want for this particular poll. They target sample of registered voters based on gender by age, educational attainment, race, marital status, home ownership. So in other words, you ain't got no home, you ain't gonna be talked to. So that's majority of Americans. Majority of Americans are not homeowners. Race by education attainment. 2020 presidential vote and region results. The full survey have margin of error and plus or minus 2 percentage point. Now, going back to the original, among a sample of 2005 registered voters. So, folks, I just showed you who they asked about this election. And even in their asking, they only got 49%, up 12, which means you're in big trouble, Democratic Party. And it also means you're in big trouble, Republican Party, because black people ain't voting for you either. Black people are saying, look, you want this vote, you're going to have to make a deal. We are the reason you've been in power. We the one gave you the strongest push over the mountain. It wasn't the Latinos. It wasn't the LGBTQ. It wasn't the Asians. It wasn't the Arabs. It wasn't nobody else but black people. And if you want to be in power and remain in power in the next 10, 20 years, you are going to have to bend the knee to our demands, or you can kiss our behind. But y'all got, your forefathers died for you to vote. No, my forefathers died to vote to obtain black power. And you putting black people in position of power is not giving black people power. Because a lot of those people are anti-black in their actions and deeds. And all you have to do is look at their records. Kamala Harris, Ketanji Brown. I can go through a list. So no, this ain't going to fly. Black voter enthusiasm is not up. It might be with the old Negroes, the old civil rights movement generation that traded black power for intergenerational or intergender or interracial access. But at the end of the day, you can fake poll all you want. You can fake and hoodwink people to make them think, okay, well, look like black people are happy about Ketanji Brown. I'll be happy about her too. Whoop-de-doo. It ain't gonna work. If you, President Biden, or anybody else who's running for office, if you don't hightail your butt and get a black agenda and push it to the forefront and cheerlead and preach it, coming from the black grassroots, you are not going to be president. And they go for anybody in the Progressive Caucus, in the Democratic Caucus, Republican primary. It doesn't matter. If you don't push a black agenda with reparations in the forefront, with cash payments in majority in the forefront, and you can forget about enthusiasm going up. It's just going to get worse.